As we look forward to 2016, we have the opportunity to reflect on the past year's accomplishments. Hello and welcome to the Year in Review edition of Volusia Magazine. I'm Amber Osman. Today we'll take a look at some of the events that made 2015 a successful and busy year for Volusia County government. The big local aviation news was that one of America's most popular airlines will be setting up service at Daytona Beach International Airport. JetBlue will begin daily nonstop flights from New York to Daytona Beach beginning January 7th. In preparation for the new carrier, the airport has put forth improvements, landside and airside. These improvements include wiring for ticket kiosks, a new blade sign at the curb, a new gate area, and free parking for JetBlue passengers for the first 6 months. The renovations will bring an updated look to Daytona Beach International Airport, and JetBlue will be bringing in its own new JetBlue sign for its gate. Airbus A320 jets with 150 seats will be making the 2.5-hour trip from New York to Daytona Beach. Business leaders throughout Volusia and Flagler counties have pledged a groundswell of local support. For more information about JetBlue, you can visit jetblue.com. Nearly 1,000 of the nation's top lifeguards converged on Daytona Beach this past summer for the USLA National Lifeguard Championships. Representing 55 chapters from Honolulu to the Hamptons, lifeguard competitors tested their strength, speed, and skill on land and in water. Volusia County took third place, a powerful showing for a lifeguard organization that hasn't competed nationally in 5 years. More than 300 junior lifeguards kicked off the 4-day event with a day of competitions that included swimming, running, board races, and the popular Beach Flags event. The Nationals will return to Daytona Beach in 2017.
To the marshalling tent at this time.
This year, Volusia County introduced a smartphone app that helps people navigate trails, parks, and waterways throughout the county. The app includes detailed information about trails, parks, conservation lands, campgrounds, springs, blueways, boat ramps, scenic byways, and historical landmarks. But the app's primary focus is on trails, which range from dirt paths to equestrian and paved showcase trails. Volusia County's trail system has more than 33 miles of showcase trails and continues to expand. The trails are designed to accommodate walkers, joggers, inline skaters, bicyclists, and people with disabilities. Once the county's network of trails is complete, it will cover more than 70 miles. The Parks and Trails app is available for download at the App Store and on Google Play. This year was a productive one for local businesses. Joanne Magley reported on many creative and innovative companies impacting Volusia County's economic outlook. Here are some of the highlights in the 2015 Business Beat Review.
Economic development in Volusia County thrived in 2015, from expansions to special recognitions and a new company that now calls Volusia County home. Too many good stories to fit into 1 year, so here are some of the highlights. Total Quality Logistics, also called TQL, is one of the largest freight brokerage firms in the country, and in October, it opened a location in Daytona Beach. TQL is headquartered in Cincinnati, Ohio, and is described as the middleman of the transportation industry, connecting companies needing products hauled with carriers delivering goods. Team Volusia began recruiting the company on August 25, 2014. Keith Norden, President and CEO of Team Volusia, says Volusia County had a lot to offer.
One of the most important aspects of a location is the availability of labor. Companies come where they can hire people for their facility. So we're very proud that the company chose a Volusia County location based on our availability of trained labor.
TQL Daytona Beach will create 100 jobs and make a capital investment of $600,000. Many businesses celebrated expansions here in Volusia County. Among the major projects, Boston Whaler completed a $10 million expansion of its manufacturing facility in Edgewater, which created 120 new jobs in 2014. The nearly 60,000-foot expansion now allows the company to produce the 420 Outrage, Boston Whaler's largest boat. Boston Whaler President Hugh Bauer led the ribbon-cutting ceremony before a crowd of employees, community leaders, and executives from the parent company, Brunswick Corporation, and says support the company received from the community helped make the expansion possible.
We have options as part of Brunswick Corporation, which owns numerous brands, numerous manufacturing plants, to look at manufacturing opportunities elsewhere. But for us, the support we had from our local community, the partnership we had with the City of Edgewater and Volusia County Council meant that it was very attractive, and we wanted to keep jobs locally and on one campus. From a business perspective, it's extremely attractive to have one campus without having employees split over across many campuses.
TopBuild is the biggest installer and distributor of insulation in the United States. It's a spin-off from its parent company, Masco, which bought Gale Industries in 1995. Currently located behind Volusia Mall, TopBuild is making an investment of several $1 million to build a new 65,000 square foot corporate headquarters off of Williamson Boulevard in Daytona Beach.
When it became time for us to decide where we were going to put our new corporate center, we had a lot of history here, we had a lot of success here, great community. We have a big employee base. We have over 200 employees that work in the company right in this office today, and they liked it here. So when you roll all that together, it was a pretty easy decision, in our opinion, that we should just make permanent roots here.
A number of companies we've profiled for the Business Beat have been recognized on a state or national level. Another company on Grow Florida's list is Synergy Billing, which helps federally qualified health centers maximize revenue through a combination of technology and business process improvement. Since Synergy Billing began in 2006, the company has grown from a 3-person operation to 85 people, more than double what it employed a year ago. Revenues have grown 400% over the past 3 years. Founder and CEO Jason Meyer said he expects his company's workforce to exceed 100 by the end of 2015. Inc. magazine also named Synergy Billing as one of the 5,000 fastest growing private companies in the United States. Meyer credits his workforce with the company's success.
I think that the people has really been the difference, and instead of the focus being on trying to find people with the right technical skills, we've been focused on finding the right people and building their skill sets. We actively focus on the culture. Culture doesn't just happen by accident. We are very focused on trying to build the very best workplace environment. So the way that you do that, and it's a very simple philosophy, if we take care of the people that serve our customers, they'll take care of our customers.
Quantum Flow, a pump systems manufacturer in DeBary, earned the title of the 2014 Exporter of the Year by the VMA and was on Grow Florida's Companies to Watch list in 2014. The company makes about 700 pump systems each year, primarily transporting drinking water to upper levels of buildings. CEO David Carrier started Quantum Flow in 2007, but in the first 2 years, he started feeling the effects of the Great Recession, and that's when he started looking at other opportunities to promote his products, such as exporting. Carrier said there are only about 6 similar pump manufacturers in the United States. One of the things that sets Quantum Flow apart from those larger companies is the software the company builds and installs in their pumps.
We compete with the likes of Fortune 500 companies, so we're competing with the big boys. We have to bring something to the game that is a superior product, superior technology. In our case, we bring that with our software technology. It was awarded 2012 Innovation of the Year by Pumps and Magazines, which is the software that controls these pumps.
Since 2012, Quantum Flow has doubled in size, and in 2014, it grew 45%. Some of the businesses we've featured are finding success in very niche markets, such as craft breweries. Florida's craft beer business is booming. In 2012, the industry reported an economic impact of more than $875 million, which ranks 12th in the country. Volusia County is home to a handful of craft breweries, including Persimmon Hollow Brewing Company in DeLand, which opened in October of 2014. Robbie Corelli and Andy Sistrunk are co-owners. both former white-collar professionals who literally quit their day jobs to pursue their dream jobs.
Drinking local is a huge thing for us and for the other Florida breweries. Most of the big breweries out there that are making domestic light lagers, the biggest one in the world is no longer American owned. Even though it's made here in America, it's now owned by an international corporation, huge corporation. The polar opposite of that is the drink local movement. Folks are liking to eat local, shop local, buy local, and now drink local.
And many people are drinking local. In just over a year's time, space at Persimmon Hollow has already become an issue for wholesale and manufacturing, and the owners say they will definitely need to expand. And that does it for our look back at the Year of Business Beat features. Next year, I'll bring you more of the highlights from our business community here in Volusia County. Happy New Year!
Here and Now continued to take us to compelling venues throughout the county. Kendra Lee gives us a quick trip back to some of her favorites of 2015.
This year in 2015, we have traveled the county, delved into culture, artisan organics, outdoor adventures, and more. In my Here and Now report, it's geared towards fun, family-oriented, fabulous locations and activities that you've just got to check out. Take a look back with me at some of my favorite 2015 features. An expansion of the Museum of Arts and Sciences, the C.C. and Hyatt Brown Museum of Art, consists of over 2,600 paintings, claiming the title of the most extensive collection of Florida art in the world.
The museum really was an idea of C.C. and Hyatt's about 5 years ago, and they worked for a while with the museum to have this idea of bringing their art collection. C.C.'s been involved with the museum for a long time, starting off as a docent here back in the early 70s. Hyatt Brown is, of course, the man behind Brown & Brown Insurance, one of the largest companies in the county. They both have a love of art. C.C.'s always loved art. Hyatt has much more of a love of history. And in this collection, really, their interests is combined.
The museum features a cafe, a store, outside courtyard, and 7 different gallery spaces. Volusia County is home to a unique coastline offering up to 47 miles of sun, surf, and sand to its beachgoers. Along those coastlines are several ocean fishing piers with some unique perks for fishermen.
Fishing in Volusia County is great, and a lot of folks may not know that we have a lot of ocean pier fishing opportunities for folks that don't have boats. The Main Street Pier in downtown Daytona Beach, the Sunglow Pier in Daytona Beach Shores, and the Jetty Deck located at Lighthouse Point Park offer great opportunities for people to fish in the Atlantic Ocean on a pier and not a boat.
The Athens, located in historic downtown DeLand, has offered that slice of life while also providing a wide array of entertainment.
The Athens Theater opened in 1922. It was built in 1921 by DeLand craftsmen, actually. And then in 1922, the theater opened as a vaudeville theater, ran for many national and well-named acts. We believe that Elvis Presley came through once upon a time before he went really big. And then many, many other stars came through as well.
The railroad tracks about 2 blocks to the north of the Athens Theater allowed actors to walk to the Athens to perform for the evening. Then get back onto the train and head to the next theater along the stop. Through the years, the Athens progressed into a movie theater, community theater, dinner theater, and even a restaurant.
Kendra, here we are on the set of You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown. Now, I've been thinking of the perfect role for you.
Oh no.
You should play Lucy.
I don't know about Lucy. What about Woodstock?
Perfect.
The DeLand Naval Air Station Museum is a not-for-profit organization dedicated to commemorating the men and women who have served in America's armed conflicts. The museum is located just across the street from the DeLand Municipal Airport. Before becoming a museum, it was also a municipal airport.
This museum started out, the house we have now, 1930s, was a civilian house, and families lived there. And then World War II came along, the Navy took it over, became Chief Master of Arms quarters, his family lived there. Then after the war, they gave it back to the city. It sat abandoned for a little while, and then the city remodeled it into a museum.
When visiting the DeLand Naval Air Station Museum, you can find things here like this 81mm mortar with a .50 caliber on top. Many may be familiar with downtown DeLand during the day, a quaint city with lots of shops, restaurants, and scenic offerings. But what you may not know is that DeLand is now offering a new feature on Friday nights. West New York and West Georgia Avenues, Artisan Alley attracts hundreds of people and dozens of vendors to the Artisan Alley Farmers Market.
There you go, you can fit it all in there. Okay, thank you. The farmers market is every Friday night from 6 to 9 o'clock, and we're going on our starting our third year down here, and we have vegetables and other goods that are all made by the vendors themselves. Everything is locally made, and everything is locally produced. It's a grower producers market is how we call it. It's a very casual and fun shopping environment, and just kind of a hangout. I mean, people actually come and just meet up with their friends and walk around and bring their kids and go and watch the bats come out of the big bat house when the sun sets, and just kind of hang out.
Thank you for taking a look back at some of my Here and Now features from 2015. I look forward to taking you to new and exciting places in 2016. For Volusia Here and Now, I'm Kendra Lee.
The overall health of our Volusia County residents is always a top priority. Stephanie Strong remains an active advocate for a healthy Volusia, and here are the top health stories of 2015.
To find out how the year in public health went, let's check with Volusia County's Public Health Officer, Ron Rondo, Interim Administrator for the Florida Department of Health in Volusia County.
We've had a great year this year in public health here in Volusia County. We've been able to get more of our young families with nutrition needs into our Women, Infants, and Children program, helping to meet their needs in the community. We've done a great job this year, especially of preparing for any kind of natural disaster or emergency with our special needs shelters and our enhanced partnership with the other members of the community as well. We've been out this year a lot doing work with the YMCA, the Boys and Girls Clubs, our other healthcare providers here, especially on an area of great concern to us, continues to be a great concern, and that is healthiest weight. There are a number of programs that we've helped develop and we are supporting, including 5210. But we still have a problem here where we've got about 60% of the adults in this county are still at an unhealthy weight, and about 2/3 of the kids in the county as well have a body mass index that's above where we would like that to be. So we've got quite a bit of work to do.
There are a number of public health topics that we shared with you on Volusia Magazine in 2015. We started the year by reminding smokers of the 3 easy ways to quit. We shared a data brief listing the leading causes of death in Volusia County, and we encourage you to rethink your drink. Here are excerpts from those segments. Have you thought about kicking the habit? Your smoking habit. Fortunately, Volusia County residents don't have to do it alone. The Florida Department of Health and Tobacco Free Florida have free, proven effective resources that can double a tobacco user's chances of quitting.
Well, Stephanie, smoking is horrible for your health, as we all know. 3 of the biggest things I'm going to talk about are it can increase your risk of cancer, heart attack, and stroke. And quitting can actually reduce your risk of heart attack in just 2 days. So it's very important to quit. If not for those reasons, there's many others.
According to the data brief released by DOH Volusia's Office of Informatics and Assessment, heart disease is the leading cause of death in Volusia County. The term heart disease refers to several types of heart conditions. The most common type in the United States is coronary artery disease, which can cause heart attack, angina, heart failure, and arrhythmias. The top causes of death in Volusia County are as follows: heart disease, lung cancer, unintentional injuries, COPD, dementia, diabetes, Alzheimer's disease, stroke, colon cancer, and failure to thrive. Calories in drinks are not hidden. They're actually listed right on the nutrition facts label. But many people don't realize just how many calories beverages can contribute to their daily intake. You may want to rethink your drink.
Well, we all drink, and what we want them to do with this campaign is rethink their drink. So when they reach for that beverage, go with something that's nutritious, because sugary drinks contain extra calories, and you and your child do not need extra calories. Extra sugar can lead to diabetes and obesity. So the next time you reach for that drink, remember to rethink your drink.
All in all, I think it's been a very good year for the community. We're gaining ground on becoming the healthiest state in the nation and the healthiest county in the state. So I'm looking forward to a very successful 2016, more partnership with our communities, our healthcare providers, the other organizations in the community, and a great year.
For Volusia Magazine, I'm Stephanie Strong, Public Information Officer for the Florida Department of Health in Volusia County.
This year, our Horticulture Today segment expanded past the garden and included more recommendations to successfully manage our busy lives in Solutions for Your Life. Let's join the University of Florida Volusia County Extension faculty staff as they recall some of their favorite moments from the year.
Hello, my name is David Griffiths. I'm the County Extension Director. On this segment of Solutions for Your Life, the faculty and staff of the Extension Office would like to talk a little bit about our favorite segments for 2015. My favorite segment was talking about the invasive plant Brazilian pepper and the importance of removal of that plant in Volusia County. First brought into the state of Florida in about the 1850s, and it was brought in, like most plants and animals, it was brought in for the ornamental trade. Some of you may have heard of the term Florida holly. Some of you may have heard the term Christmas tree plant. All of those are the same thing for Brazilian pepper. This is a very, very bad plant. If you have this on your property, if you live near the coast, even if you live in West Volusia, because it was planted as an ornamental plant, you want to get rid of this plant. So Lisa, what was your favorite story?
My favorite story was the segment on preparing meals to feed your family during hurricane season that was done with Jill Toffer. You need to make sure that you have plates, bowls, cups, cleaning utensils, soap, hand sanitizer. You don't want to forget your pet. You want to make sure you have pet food. You want to make sure you have an adequate container to have everything that you need in your house. When we talk about food for families during the hurricane, we want you to think nutrition and meal preparation, breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
So Sharon, what was your favorite story?
My favorite story was the Volusia County Farm Tour. We shot it on site at one of our local growers, and with the farm tour we highlight all the wonderful agricultural enterprises we have in Volusia County.
Hey, this is going to be our 34th year on the farm tour for Volusia Farms, and we're always looking forward to this opportunity to showcase our operation and see the operations of everybody else in Volusia County. This is the once in the year chance for you to go behind the scenes and see what we do on our farm in everything vegetables, citrus, and you'll also see everything cattle and everything else.
Hi, my name is Laura Cash. I'm the Volusia County 4-H Extension Agent, and my segment was on the Volusia County Fair and Youth Show, where the 4-Hers did game boards, country critters, canning, baking, you name it.
Showing a Volusia County bred and born Yorkshire Ham Cross from Stable Club 4-H.
Volusia County Fair and Youth Show is an annual event that the 4-Hers look forward to every year. It's the main part of their program. There's over 100 kids that are showing everything from chickens to market steer this year in the fair. All the kids love to do livestock projects, but in addition to livestock projects, 4-H has numerous other things, such as a game board contest, which is an electronic matching game.
My favorite segment was quinoa. I enjoyed showing everyone how to cook it and all the versatile ways that you can use it for lunch and dinners. Now quinoa has quite a plain flavor, a little bit nutty. It's got a nice texture, but you're going to want to find what seasonings work for you because you're going to want to jazz it up. If you've never had quinoa before, think of it like rice. You're going to use it as a side in soups. It's used a lot in salads. So whatever works for you as far as flavor. 2 cups of chicken broth works really well when you're cooking to kind of pump up the flavor. So I'm going to turn this on high because we want this to fully boil. Once it's boiling, we're going to turn it down to simmer. We're going to cover, and you just wait 15 minutes on simmer, and you're going to have a nice, light, fluffy texture the germ actually cracks and it's going to absorb the liquid fully, so you can tell it's done.
You all know me, I have so many to choose from, but my one favorite segment from this past year has been talking about our new landscape here. It's a 2-year grant, so we got plenty of time left, and there's still ways to go, but we've made tremendous progress. Remember, this is a teaching and demonstration garden. It is open to the public, and you're welcome to come out, walk around, and get ideas for what you can do in your own landscape as well. We've employed all 9 principles of Florida-friendly landscaping: right plant, right place, watering efficiently, fertilizing appropriately, managing landscape pests responsibly, mulching, recycling, protecting the waterfront, and reducing stormwater runoff, as well as attracting wildlife.
Thank you for watching this segment of Solutions for Your Life. We look forward to having you watch us in 2016, where we'll be adding Karen Stodeman.
And I'm looking forward to joining the team in 2016.
Thank you for watching. Happy holidays!
And now it's time to head into the studio where the Director of Community Information, Dave Byron, reflects on some of the memorable talks of 2015.
Thank you, Amber, and happy holidays, everyone. My role on Volusia Magazine is to conduct a studio interview, and during the course of the year I meet some very interesting people, and we talk about some of the more interesting things that are going on in Volusia County government and our community. Let's take a look at some of the interviews that I conducted during 2015. What's the latest on JetBlue, Steve? We had talked about the last time, you said around February of next year. What do you think?
I think they're gonna move it back to January, but we don't have the exact date. So it's going to start a little bit earlier than they had initially put out. And we're putting together all the logistical stuff right now on the gates and actually where they're going to be operating, you know, how the bag claim is going to work, where the ticketing is going to be, all of those things.
It's a big part in public transit. You've made some big technology improvements.
One of my favorites is the text Vote-A-Go, the text for next bus technology, that basically people that are using our service will have started noticing additional signage at each one of our bus stops.
Right.
They can actually send that unique bus stop identification number in a text message to the number 321-123. They'll actually get a text message back within a matter of seconds that tells them the real-time arrival of the next 2 buses.
Not the time on the printed schedule, but the time that the bus will actually be there.
Yep, that's correct. It's based on using the GPS technology that's
very cool.
That's included in all of our buses.
If you look at the race weeks, those all equate to 1 Super Bowl each.
Right.
And then the bike weeks equate to another Super Bowl. So we have like 5 Super Bowls a year. Now, a Super Bowl will cost you a lot of money in your community, where ours is already inherently built in, and it attracts and brings the people in. But the other thing that's really great is that when you drive by an ISB now, that facility makes such a huge statement that
Florida, on the other hand,
it's on fire.
Florida's still doing well.
Yeah.
I think most of our readers know UCF's economist Sean Snaith. And so he's recently characterized the Florida economy as like one of the current boy bands, One Direction. And that One Direction is up.
Up, okay. Well, Amber, that's it for me. I'm looking forward to more interviews next year on Volusia Magazine. And with that, Happy New Year, and back to you.
Thanks, Dave, and thank you for watching Volusia Magazine. If you have any questions about the show, you can feel free to give us a call at any of the numbers you see listed here, or you can log on to volusia.org and click on the News tab at the top of the screen to find us. And we hope you won't forget to listen to Volusia Today. That's Volusia County Government's weekly public radio broadcast. Volusia Today airs every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Sunday mornings on the local radio stations you see on your screen. For Volusia Magazine, I'm Amber Osman, wishing you the very happiest of holidays. We'll see you again in 2016. Good night.